Hello, guys. I am excited to give you this live event and talk about the 8 simple tips to attract the woman of your dreams, a woman that you desire. And I'm really, really excited to share this with you. If this is your first time joining me live, where are you from? Comment below if you're watching the replay. I just want to know where you tune in from, where you're watching this live from, where you're watching this video, if it's the replay from. I'd love to know. We're going to dive into really what attracts a woman to a man. And as a woman myself, I can speak very highly of this topic. Many times when we talk about attraction and what women want, every man wants to find a woman that they can either be attracted to, of course, not only on a physical level, but I would only hope that you would want to be attracted to her more on a physical level, but also an emotional and a mental level as well, right? And so many times we think that we need to get her into seduction in order to be with us. We need to seduce her in order to get her to like us. And so that is actually the opposite. Seduction doesn't come first. Attraction comes first. So in today's video, I want to really create and for you guys to understand this because I'm going all in on attraction moving forward. Attraction is something that needs to be taught, especially on a very mature level, I could say, and really understanding the insides and the outsides of attraction and how to get this going for yourself. Hello, everybody that is joining me live on YouTube and on Facebook. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so excited to share with you today what I have planned for you. Make sure you stay to the end too, because I have something completely free for you guys that I want you guys to sign up for. You can actually spend an hour with me, and I'm going to present that here soon to you to sign up to be with me for about an hour so I can really train you on attraction one-on-one, not anywhere you're going to see on YouTube and not anywhere you're going to see on Facebook as well. So let's go into the first one. One of the biggest things that I talk about all the time is the type of mindsets you want to adapt in order to attract women is going to be the first thing. So, in regards to attracting women, I want you to remember number one is you do not have to prove yourself to anyone. Many times, I think, especially in the male community, we go into the dating as I need to prove to this woman and I need to do all of these things to get her to like me. And at the end of the day, this takes away the art of attraction from you really truing up and letting her discover things about you. The way that we build attraction with a woman is because we let her discover your excitement for her, right? Many times, what we do is we go into attraction and we want to tell the woman, we want to show her that want her, we want to show her that we're attracted to her. But instead, what would it look like for you to let you're the girl that's in front of you, your woman, discover your excitement about her, right? Think about that. How could she discover that excitement that you hold for her? What we do is we show the excitement on a silver platter. We're like, here, take all of it, right? And instead, we don't casually just go through the dating process, the attraction process. That's why I always say the root of attraction is pacing, right? Pacing is the root of attraction. And so this is where we need to make sure also too that we are not trying to get into relationships based on prove mentality and I'm enough and I'm going to get the girl. So when we get out of that mindset, we're able to adapt to authenticity in our dates and say, let me see what this woman is about. Number two is you're not attracted obviously to an outcome, right? You're able to show your intent with a woman, meaning your interest on a level of not being just a friend with her, but your interest in getting to know her, your interest in owning your power, your masculinity. While you're there, you're owning the date, you're calling a date a date, you're discovering questions about her. You guys are interacting in conversations, may lead to banter and some flirting from time to time, but we're not addicted to an outcome. Here's where we go wrong many times is we think that if we are addicted to an outcome, then that's showing intent. Or if I'm showing intent, that I'm going to show her I'm outcome based. Well, obviously, when you're on a date, you want to show someone you're interested in them just as much as that person should show you that they might be interested in you. That's why we're going on a date, right? There was some interest that brought me here on this date with you or on this conversation with you. And so we need to take out outcome-based oriented mindset out of intent. Intent is something that you can do with women that you meet at any level. It doesn't give your power away. Many times I've heard men say, well, if I show intent, I'm going to give my power away. I'm going to become needy and blah, blah, blah. No, you're doing it from a place of ownership, guys. I want to know, Who has trouble possibly showing intent? Or who has thought this way? Say yes in the comments if you've thought this way. Just say yes in the comments if you thought this way about intent, because I think that intent is a big one, right? And so, like Tamal, you said how to deal with a careless woman. Don't, don't. There's other options. There's plenty of women out there that won't be careless. This is where we have to really get out of that outcome oriented mindset, right? And so we have a lot of yeses coming through the comments. So I know I've hit it on the nail, right? And so now I want to go into number 3, which was answering your question to Tomas, was what values can I offer someone without expectations, right? And so when we lead our dating process with expectations, we're trying to make things work with a careless woman, as you might have said in the comments, right? Or a woman that really is not invested as much as us, or not aligned with what we want, or too aligned with what we want. And we just want to, get to know her, and she's trying to rush it. And then we get into these love bombing relationships, right? And so you have the power to scale your process of dating. You have the power to scale your relationships. This is the power of attraction for men. Many times we're like, oh, why do women don't have to do all the work? Why do women don't have to do anything? All they got to do is show up, and they have all these resources. They have all these men. Actually, absolutely not, right? There is something significant when you are able to tap into attraction and do it right. You are able to lead the dating process and be in a masculine control and own that power and significance, guys. And this is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to go into more tips. Obviously, we're only in number 3, and I have 8 for you today. But this is where I'm going to be talking about this in my How to Attract Masterclass. So this is a whole attraction masterclass. This is the first time I've done a real attraction masterclass, taking you by step of attraction. It's in the link in the description box. It's completely free. Get your ticket now, because I'm doing a live on YouTube. The tickets are going to go fast. We only hold 1,000 registrants per ticket. So click the link now, sign up. It's completely free. 2 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. Tomorrow, I want you to get involved in this masterclass. Now, I want you to also understand that when we are in the process of attraction, we can have a lot of expectations, right? Because maybe we haven't dated in a while and we're putting all our expectations onto this one woman, or we are overthinking everything because you're not knowing what values you can offer. So there's many times when I've worked in my attraction masterclass, which you guys will be attending hopefully tomorrow. It's completely free. It's here. I want you guys to remember this one thing. How many times, this is a question for all of you guys right now that are listening. How many times before stepping into a date have you asked yourself, what value do I offer? Right? What value do I offer? Because what we tend to do on dates is we go on dates saying what value they can bring to our life, right? As if we need their value. So then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and we're always getting to this approval-seeking behavior. But what would happen if you just showed up and said, I own the value, I know my value. Let me see if she knows hers too. This is the difference, and this is what separates a man from being intentful in his dating and being able to have options and better options of women that are high quality women that are getting to what he wants, than a man that doesn't do this and just takes everything that he can receive and wonders why he feels miserable in these relationships with women, wonders why he's chasing women and doesn't know the difference between chasing and pursuing. And so here's two guys. It's like, it is okay to not know this because it's not being taught. It doesn't get taught in school. Attraction doesn't get taught. Relationships don't get taught. Typically, if we don't come from a good relationship in our household, we don't know how to do it. And even when we do, it's still confusing. And that's why I love to do what I do. And that's why the beauty of the internet has able to give us this many resources as well. And so when we are also in this approval seeking behavior, we don't seek the following, and that's the value. So we're not able to lead the masculine process of dating. And then number 4 is part of the first basis of attraction is having a mindset that's unapologetically honest, which I like to call it. So you're not going to tell a woman like things that are insulting, right? You're not going to disagree with her on a level where it's like you have to be right, but it's about just sharing and owning your opinions about it. Things, and not being scared on how she's going to react to it, but you're just sharing and voicing something that you agree on or you don't agree on, right? Let's say that she's like, "Oh, I love lamb chops," and you're like, and she's like, "You have to love the lamb chops, or else you can't be with me, right? You're out to dinner," and you're like, "Well, I'm sorry. Looks like I can't be with you because I'm definitely not going to eat a lamb chop, but I love steak," right? And you smile at her. So you're challenging her right back as well. And so this also too can create banter between the two of you, but also to you hold entitlement to your own opinion, and you don't try to navigate hers, or you don't try to change hers, but it comes from a power of expansion, and it comes from ownership. This is the difference, right? And so in my masterclass, I'm going to give you the 6 principles on how to start allowing yourself to have this mindset, to start adapting this mindset to the women that you date. So I want you to register now. The link is below in the description box. It's completely free. I'm going to have it up during this live so you guys can register. We're going to get a lot of applicants in. Guys, it's free. Come on. I'm going to give you the principles on how to kind of distinguish these mindsets and give you the 3 basic things, practices that you can walk away with starting tomorrow to do this in your life. The fifth tip in regards to the simple attraction tips in regards to attracting women is showing up powerfully in your dating process. Okay. So showing up powerfully means you know who you are. You know, you're not pretending to be anybody else. You're not trying to say a pickup line that you've heard across the street or in a program that you met. You've literally are being powerfully you, what you want to say, what you want to own. But you can't own yourself if you don't know who you are, right? And so this is where a lot of men struggle with balancing this, because they're like, let me act as in this person, let me act like this person, let me act like this specific type of guy, let me act alpha, and then I'm going to be able to get the girl. But either they get the girl and they can't maintain it, or it can't be sustainable, it's not sustainable, or they get other type of women that they don't really find that they can connect with, let's say. So don't hold back on saying what it is that you're doing in life, what you want from life, because you're powerful and you have to focus more than just on the woman in front of you. You have to focus on your life itself. And then the next one, the 6th tip, is you have to practice being a good ender, guys. This is a big one, because many times what I've seen clients do, and guys that I've coached and then come in our group coaching sessions, have come in to my programs, is they don't even know how to be a good ender. They continue to have texting conversations or phone calls, or they're going on a date. There is something significant to a man going on a date. Let's say you're on a 2-hour date with a woman. It's the first date. You guys are making out, and she's like, "Don't go home with me." And you're like, "It's okay. I won't, blah, blah, blah." And you're out to dinner. This date is going good because you've invested in the master class with Apollonia on how to attract women, and you use all the tools, and it's gotten to you this next level. And now you're like, now I need to be a good ender. Now what happens here is when you're not going to just instantly end a date when it's going well. You're going to let it go well for a while and then be like, I had a great time, but tomorrow I have to wake up early. I got a work event, or I got an early workout, or I got things to do, but I would definitely love to do this again. Let's do this again soon. You're ending the date. Okay. Or you're on a phone call with her. You guys have been talking for 30, 45 minutes. And now your gym session is coming due, or you got to cook dinner now. All right. It's been great getting to know you, talking on the phone with you. Can't wait to do it again. Let's meet up soon. Can't wait to see you this weekend. Let's talk again. Have a great night. And I'll talk to you soon, sweetie. Right. Or whatever you want to say. You want to practice being a good ender. What happens here is the balance of power can also lead. You're leading in that way, right? So it's not about, oh, I have to have this power dynamic and play these games. It's literally what I'm talking about is human behavior. What you're doing is you're giving, I want you to think of it like this. You're giving the woman the opportunity to explore your, remember, to explore your excitement about her. Okay. You're giving the woman, by doing this, the opportunity to explore your excitement about her. So, guys, if you want to know how to do this specifically, clearly, and maintain great attraction with a woman that you date, the woman that you want right now, if you find yourself wanting to really get clarity and really also to attract better women into your life, this is a masterclass that you have to sign up for. It is tomorrow. It is completely free. The link is in the description. It is going to be tomorrow, and I want you to sign up for this. We're going to go over everything about attraction. I'm going to give you a game plan on what to follow on your next dates, or the girl that you want right now, or to how to attract your ideal woman if you're attracting women, but not the ones that you want as well. Now let's go into the last 2 tips. Okay. You're patient in the dating process. So many times where I know for myself as a woman, when a man wants to go in all in, it becomes too much. And it makes me think, what is so special about me in the first week that he's known me that he already wants to go all in with me? Like, that's a red flag, right? And it doesn't, women do want to work for something just as much as you do too. It's human behavior, it's human dynamic, right? And so, what we want to know is we want to see you be patient with us because it also shows that, you're not just letting anybody into your home. You're not letting anybody into your house, which is you. You have standards for the women that you date, basically. A woman, especially a high quality woman, does not want to be with a man that just be with any woman, right? Doesn't want to be with that type of man. So if you want to get better with creating that sustainability with women and blossoming into high quality women, attracting better women into your life, or just keeping attraction or learning attraction, I can't say this enough. Sign up for the masterclass. This is going to be a game changer. It's completely free. It is completely free. Register now. We only have 1,000 slots for this masterclass. So tell me if you registered. Say register in the comments so I know, so I can give you a special shout out as well. Now, next, the last tip and this is about like the 8 simple tips to attract a woman, is understanding emotional regulation, guys. And so a lot of times when we don't have emotional regulation, two things will happen. One, out of nowhere, we just think that, we just blow up for some reason and we're like, what do you mean? That's not true. And it just comes out of nowhere. And she's like, whoa, where did this come from? Right. And then second to this is when we don't have emotional regulation, you're here texting the woman and she's like, hey, I'm running late. I'm so sorry. And you're like, whatever. Or, hey, I'm an hour late, but I can still come. I'm sorry, something happened with my kid, or something happened with school. I'm on my way, I promise. And then you're like, when she sits down on the date and she's like, you look at her and you're like, you must be always late. And in your head, you're thinking, I need to challenge her because she's the one that's being late. But unfortunately, things happen in life. So we need to regulate ourselves through those certain situations. And that type of reaction is because you had an expectation, which I talked about in, I think, tip 3 or 4. But so it's understanding when to be assertive, when to have boundaries and voice them, right? And so many times we'll think, oh, if she's not texting me, she's seeing another guy, she's cheating on me. We get into this anxious attachment style. And when we start really liking someone, I want to dissect this for you in tomorrow's masterclass. So we have twists. Love that name, production. You've registered. Can't wait to see there. Just still register, Brett. Just still register. Emmanuel registered. Awesome. James, you registered. Nice to see you, James. Fabian. Yes, exactly, Fabian. Dean, he registered. You signed up. Awesome, guys. Let's get you to register. I've literally put so much work into these live masterclasses that I do for you guys. It's all an hour teaching platform. It's not on YouTube. It's not on Facebook. It is a private teaching platform where I'm going to go into the attraction process one-on-one with you. I'm going to lead you through this attraction process so you know exactly what you're doing wrong, and then we can get you to do the right things moving forward and start getting your results in your dating life or in your relationship life as well. So if you guys have signed up, tell me in the comments. If you have a question, I'm going to take 2 questions on today's live before I have to jump on my next call. And I want you guys to really go in and register for this live masterclass. These 8 simple tips that I've talked about, I'm going to dive in and dissect each and every single one of them and give you things to follow and really kind of connect the dots more for you in this masterclass where you're going to know, oh, this is why I'm doing this wrong. Oh, this is how I change it, right? I am a coach that's going to give you result driven work, right? I want sustainable results for my guys. I don't want just surface level results to put a band-aid on. No, that's not what we do here. We do sustainable results. So if you have registered, we have a lot of guys that are registering now. Guys, get your tickets because it's only 1,000 people. That's why I do a live on YouTube the day before, because we have a lot of people on YouTube typically that will sign up. So it's completely free. The link is in the description box. And if you're watching the replay, it's in the description in the comment box as well. And it's completely free. So if you're tempted to register, then register. It's completely free. What do you have to think about? So perfect. It's hard to meet people when you work from home at Apollonia. That's true. But here's the thing. I work from home. Even though I'm married and I'm not going out there dating, I meet plenty of people that are friends. Right now, I'm actually traveling. The beauty from working from home too is you get to travel, right? And meeting up with 3 of my friends that are here. 2 of them are from Bali and they're coaches as well. I'm going to have dinner with them tonight. After my next call, I'm going to a big working a big office location with one of my friends. She's also an influencer in a coaching space and really big. I'm going to go visit her so we can do some reels and things together. So it's about finding ways you can integrate different things into your life so you can meet people. Like, we can always, all of us can find several excuses to not meet women. All of us can find several excuses to not make friends. But at the end of the day, you're the only one that's holding yourself back from it, because it's about understanding what tools do I have to implement in my life so I can start creating the life that I want, meeting the women that I want, letting women walk into my life that are high value of where I want to be with them, and taking it from there, right? Marcos, congratulations that you've registered. Shout out to you. Um, my question is, where should we meet other people that may have similar interests? Well, what are your interests? First of all, get clear on what your interests are, and that's where you're going to meet people. So, for example, let's say you have an interest in, I don't know, playing tennis, right? Become part of a round robins team, become part of a tennis team. Start going to sports events when the US Open was going on, and going watching the game somewhere where there's a bunch of women I saw watching those games, right? And going out to eat with their tennis partners and tennis players, things like this. You want to go outside of your natural habitat, I should say. And also, too, is even though you have guy friends and girlfriends, is being friends with them and seeing what they're up to and involving yourself in their activities as well, right? Let's say you're a dad and you have a baseball game to go to, like your son wants to play baseball, enroll him in baseball. You never know who you can meet. It's just about not having an expectation that everything I do, I have to meet a woman. It's about how many things can I do that I will love, and in the meantime will attract people to me that I can meet. Because guess what? One of my clients actually met his wife doing this. He hadn't played racquetball for 10 years. So he enrolled in LA Fitness, really, and started playing racquetball. One time this guy came up to him and was like, "Hey, would you like to play some racquetball together? I see you're a great player. I would love to play with you." They ended up playing for 2 months together, and they had a set routine every Thursday at 7 p.m. They met at the gym, played racquetball. Well, his wife's best friend was single, and they went on a double date. Guess what? They've been in a relationship for 2 years now. I think he's gonna propose or something. So you never know. So this is what I'm talking about, is the more that you open yourself to the idea of exploring life, the more you're creating a lifestyle to let someone in your direction in. You understand, guys? It's not about, oh, I need to go to this coffee shop because I'm going to meet a hot woman tonight. No, I'm going to go to this coffee shop. I'm going to work for there because I want to be in a great environment. And also I'm craving a coffee, right? This is where we have to get out of that doing energy and into, what am I getting? What is the world going to offer me, right? This is the mindset that we need to overcome. You're so welcome. You're so welcome, Mike. Awesome. So if you've registered for the live masterclass, comments, I want to know. Hi, Apollonia, what is your sign? I am actually a Gemini. Do you guys have a better chance at meeting? Do you think guys have a better chance at meeting women if you're living in the basement or if they have their own place? Listen, you can meet women just as much if you live in a basement or if you live in your own place. Now, the real question is, are women going to be willing to come home to the basement or you in your own place? Probably you in your own place, to be completely real with you, right? But it doesn't mean that it can't happen. Have a plan, though. What is your plan to have your own place, right? I've had to live with, there's plenty of times that I had to move back in with my mom after I had something going on in my life, but I use the tools, I use my success, I use my determination to get me back on track. And that's what you do too, right? It's okay to have pitfalls in life. It's about, how do we get up after these pitfalls, right? So if you're finding yourself in one of these pitfalls, now is your time to register for this free live masterclass. Click the link in the comments, click the link in the description. These masterclasses, guys, are a game changer. I want you to enroll in this masterclass. I'm going to actually help you really walk away with understanding attraction and being able to understand what you can do next, and have some time to really just be with me, work with me on attraction as well. I will be doing a live Q&A as well with you guys. Make sure you register. I'm going to take one more question. If you register, say register in the comments. Tell me you registered so I can personally either heart it, like it, say hello, and give you a shout out to on the live. James, I know you registered. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you. Ooh, twist. What makes you passionate about helping men? I actually talk about this more on my speech and my live events when I do speeches. Um, I've always wanted to I think I never knew when I was growing up, but I was always addicted to like love and relationship and healing and understanding. Long story short, I had a relationship with my father that wasn't the best, right? So I learned a lot. And unfortunately, me and my sisters are very, very close, and we all have this likelihood in common. My father unable to step up to the plate of being a great father, being a great husband to our mothers. And so what happened here is he basically is alone now. And, at the end of the day, I can't fix someone that's not willing to be fixed, right? And so or healed. I can't heal someone that's not willing to do the work. And so part of my mission and part of my purpose is guys having a healthy relationship with themselves so they can create healthier relationships with women, because if I couldn't help him, I can help thousands of other men out there, and that's why it becomes my purpose. And also, I have a sixth sense for men, I feel like, and also too I have a certain type of compassion for men. I'm big with mental health for men. I'm big with working with a lot of active military, Air Force, I mean everybody that is basically serving in our country. I've worked almost 40-50% of my clients are in there because I'm really a big advocate for mental health. I think relationships and love actually affect our mental health, and it's not talked about as much as it should be. I also think in the men's world, emotions are not taught in a healthy way without giving power away, and still holding your masculine frame. And so that's why I love what I do, because I know how important it is for sustainable results. And that's why I love to teach attraction, because everything of what I said is in the wheelhouse of attraction. So I hope that answers your question. To short sum it up, I do go more into it in my speeches and my lab events as well, which you'll see if you are a member in my membership. Um, Registered. Awesome, Ted. You registered. Thank you, Twist. Thank you for your question as well. Um, uh, the Five Love Languages, that book. Yes, I do love it. Great question, Mike. I'm registered. Shout out to Jamichael. Shout out to Eugene. Shout out to Andy. Shout out to Joseph for registering. Shout out to Darshan for registering. Thank you so much as well. Ooh, Martin, thank you for registering. I said your last name because your first one is a long one. Shout out to Tom for registering. Awesome, guys. Love your content. Such a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Haroon, I believe. Rashid. Sorry. Actually, my husband's best friend's name is Rashid. Love that name. He's a great guy, too. He's my best friend, too. Anyways, love you guys all. Thank you so much. I hope to see you tomorrow at the live masterclass as well. Thank you for joining me live today on these the 8 simple tips on how to attract women. If you want to take a deeper dive into attracting women, be on my masterclass tomorrow. It is completely free. Click the link here below. I'm going to teach you how to attract the woman of your dreams. I'm going to teach you how to stop going from confused and questioning everything to being more confident and at ease when you're in your attraction process, and getting the right type of women to come to you. That is the power that a man holds. And I know this can be you. And also, too, I know this will be a true game changer. So if you're still thinking about it, now's your time to register. Click the link below. I will see you all tomorrow. Much love to all of you that registered. See you tomorrow. I can't wait for this life-changing masterclass that I'm going to give you tomorrow. Be prepared. Grab a pen and paper. We're going to do this. Let's go. See you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. Link is in the description box in the comments if you're asking how to register for the masterclass. Ricky. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.